Welcome everyone to another video, and in this video we are going to be featuring a double psychic team. Just spoiler warning, I have recorded this video already, but my mic wasn't working properly, so let's go ahead and get started with the battles. This is from Shadow Brady, an elite battler. I featured some of his teams in the past. He's leading Shadow Machamp, and then Mew and Hypno in the back. Obviously amazing lead there. Gonna switch out into Mew. Mew's a good counter to Alolan Marowak, but obviously you have to be careful of the Shadow Bone. This version of Mew is carrying Dark Pulse, which would almost one-shot the Marowak. Not quite. Dark Pulse is only an okay move. I think it's a Sludge Bomb clone, I believe. 50 energy, 80 damage. Not a great move, but not terrible either. So probably gonna let this go. The Muck, in theory, could have committed to farming down, but it would have been a little bit too risky. All right, now we're in the Hypno Mirror match. Obviously, needs to call the Shadow Ball and is behind on energy. And gonna throw the straight Shadow Ball here. Let's see if the opponent decides to call it. No baiting there, and some lag. But even if this is okay, yeah, it's ended up being just a Thunder Punch. Okay, this Muck is pretty actually has quite a bit of health, right? It has quite a bit of health. It's gonna have to throw. Oh, is this a Dark Pulse? Sludge Wave. Okay, Confusion down. Oh man, big Confusion down. Just barely avoided the Dark Pulse. They got the energy as they were fainting, so it's GG. Very well played. The point of this double psychic team is to bait out the dark type, or basically the anti-psychic. Okay, Charizard. The thing is, like, you always have to switch if you don't run into the anti-psychic. So actually gonna go Dark Pulse here. Yeah, and it's crazy. I can't imagine the Charizard not shielding. That's such a gutsy call there. But I guess they just wanted to go for the overheat. Oh, it is a Alolan Eradicate. In this case, it looks like it is this thing's actually really tanky, and as well triple resists the Shadow Claws. It looks like they wanted a little bit of farm there, which makes sense. I think, oh man, ends up being Hyper Fang. That probably would have KO'd. This is gonna be kind of a tough situation here. Oh, they tried to switch in Charizard. They still absorbed the. Oh, there's just no way. There's just no way. Like, they go play rough here. Yeah, it just barely survives the counters. It's super close there. Maybe it's slightly better IVs. Probably would have been able to survive and the additional charm and get to another counter. So this is a great lead, but I guess this is the anti-psychic. The problem is if they double up. So very nice job throwing at 6. That's what I recommend people do as well, because that's basically throwing the CMP. So if they end up not shielding, you'll KO. And you'll have like one extra counter. If they do end up shielding, then that's totally fine with you as well. So gonna switch out and then hopefully bait out the anti-psychic again. So that's basically how they always have to play it. You always have to play as if there's something in the back that's gonna be able to beat both Mew and Hypno. So gonna let this go. I'm now in a really good spot here. Well, kind of a good spot. Obviously this Crush Up probably won't KO. Maybe a Rock Slide would have been slightly better there, because then probably could have countered down and then threw a Cross Chop at the Hypno, but I don't think it matters too much because the Shadow Ball is pretty much going to KO. It's definitely going to KO. These confusions are really chunking. And this should be GG. Yeah, there you go. Very nice. Yeah, I really like this team. I'm not sure how we'll hold up against like all teams, for example, because there's some situations where when you actually win the lead, it actually becomes a little bit tougher. Besides that, like So no shield there. Yeah, so they're expecting the... Okay, gonna double wild charge. Doesn't look like a snarl went through, so should be able to throw the second wild charge. Very nice. And this will KO. And then so should be able to... That's very nice. Gonna shield once, counter down. It's probably the play. Hopefully they don't bait. I don't see any reason for them to bait. Yeah, there wasn't a huge reason for them to bait there. Gonna go into opposing Hypno. Oh, okay. This is gonna be close. Let's see if they shield this. They do. Do you shield this or let it go? Okay, gonna shield. I think you either commit to confusioning down. Yeah, that's perfect. Or a double rock slide is basically the play. And this Machamp is loaded with energy. So gonna throw no confusion going through, which is absolutely huge. Because I think it's only 2 confusions away. So if it would have got the confusion on the charge move, then it would have been able to be at 4. And then the Machamp probably still wins CMP, but it would have been really close. I think it was only 2 counters off, so maybe would have won either way, but the confusion damage would have put the Machamp really low too. So in this case, this is another example of like where you just have to switch, right? Which is fine, because you have to bait out the Muck. You have to bait out the Dark type. You have to bait out the Liquor, right? So, and then you go in with Machamp afterwards. And then throwing the wild charge early is good, because 1, you guarantee you get it off, and then 2, it'll also guarantee that the Dark Pulse is going to KO, and they're not able to get to it. This is going to be an Aqua Tail. It probably wouldn't KO, but the Dragon Breath afterwards would put the Machamp super low. Aqua Tail is only a base 50 damage move. Should be able to grab the second shield here, and then expect a switch, or maybe stay. Yeah, gonna switch. Okay, yeah, so this would have been a crazy hard team, but the aggressive switching is what you need in these like double typing teams. You basically need to be like constantly putting pressure on your opponent, and this is basically game over. Can shield here. That confusion going through is basically going to take away half of Dragonair's health, and then there goes the other half. That's the kind of a not so great part about confusion or these longer animation moves, is that sometimes you only need like a quarter of the confusion or like a fifth of the confusion, but you have to do the whole thing. You Got Wrecked is a very strong trainer. I see this person on the leaderboard all the time. See, this is a weird example. Okay, yeah, so this is fine. I don't know if they're gonna commit to or if Shadowbrade's gonna commit to farming down. Probably, definitely should have farmed more than that, in my opinion. Definitely could have safely doubled up. Both Pokemon handle all 3 Pokemon. Ooh, probably should have got out of there, to be honest. I think you immediately switched to Hypno. Probably is gonna be okay though. Let's see. You have to shield this. You have to shield this and then throw the Thunder Punch. They Ice Beam. I guess either one would have KO'd. Then you have to switch after this. Unfortunately, Wild Charge is going to make... You kind of have to throw the Wild... I don't know if you have to throw the Wild Charge right away, actually. Build up a little bit. Mew does win CMP versus Lapras. So it needs to get to this Wild Charge. But it's going to be able to survive the Charm and Confusion down. Very nice. That's going to be a GG. I think on the second set we run into some more difficult matchups. So you see Machamp versus Muck. So this is okay, but then once you lose the lead here, it's a little bit more challenging. Looks like they also lagged a little bit. These confusions are doing a lot, and really needs to time these throws to prevent the Charm from going through. You kind of have to shield this. It kind of sucks to shield it though, because now this Muck is probably going to farm all the way down and then going to put this Machamp at basically 0 shield, which is very not ideal. You really want to KO that Wigglytuff before it got to the charge move, but it's realistically not possible. Man, it's a very... yeah, this is not good, unfortunately. And then here comes Hypno, and then no shields. This Hypno will just Shadow Ball, and that's gonna be game. So that's like kind of when you win the lead, is it puts you in a really weird situation. Also, this team is very weak to Wigglytuff. As you can see, Wigglytuff can force a lot of pressure on this team. Obviously doing super effective with Charm, and then as well the Shadow Claws are double resisted by Wigglytuff. So I'm not sure if there's like a better option, as there's not that many psychics, right? So it's gonna switch out right away. Yeah, it needs to draw out the Muck. I think this team works way better when you lose the lead. As long as the lead is not necessarily lose the lead, have like a slightly, lose the lead, but it's not too bad. Like Machamp can come back from him with a little bit of energy. Dark Pulse though? Yeah, it's just Dark Pulse. Not sure why they didn't commit to the Sludge. 2 shields up, pretty dangerous with this Shadow Dragonite looming. Gonna bait. I like this bait because they're almost for sure gonna shield. And then here comes Wigglytuff. Yeah, again, this Wigglytuff fast move pressure is just doing a ton. Very nice denial of the fast move there. And gonna throw the Thunder Punch here. They no shield. Whoa, okay. And then gonna be able to counter down. Would they have won if they shielded though? I think they would definitely win if they shield, because the Machamp wasn't gonna get to the move there. So slight misplay by the opponent, but you know, it happens. Alright, Machamp into Dugong. Okay, nice lead here. Let's see what they're gonna do. They go into Wigglytuff. Wigglytuff's such a strong safe switch because no one is bringing like Razor Leafers or poison types. Like poison would be, I guess, the poison to this team. Has to shield this. Should be able to land the Ice Beam. Be able to land the Thunder Punch. Had the move already. Very nice. And you kind of have to go to Machamp here. You really don't have a choice. Here comes Hypno. Okay, yeah, this is okay. Not the best situation. Wants to throw sooner. There's trade-offs here. You want to throw sooner to prevent the debuff on the Wild Charge, because then it becomes too much to farm down. But this Hypno is gonna, let's see here. It's not gonna appreciate this Dark Pulse here. And then there's a cross chop on the Machamp. Oh man, that was a gorgeous switch there. Switch in the middle of the confusion animation. Did the one more counter and then threw the Rock Slide. Very nice play. Very extremely impressive play there. And then we have Machamp into Mew. Yeah, Mew lead is so tough here. Here comes Shadow Snorlax. Probably should have threw sooner. Gonna be able to get the shield here, but now this Machamp will be able to, and this Snorlax will be able to lick down. Yeah, and then be able to threaten a Body Slam onto the Machamp and basically bring it to 0 shields. Like the Machamp, I don't see a world in which this Machamp can no shield, and unfortunately doesn't have enough health that you can like cleanly get off another move. Kind of have to play out this matchup too. Yeah, this is GG here, unfortunately. Yeah, like Mew, another psychic lead is so tough. Yeah, and then these foul plays are going to do a lot of damage to Shadow Hypno. Probably going to be able to get off. No, not able to get off 2 there. That's going to be GG. I believe that's the last battle of the set. So thank you again, Shadow Brady, for sending me those battles. I really like the team. Obviously it has some kinks that needs to work out, but I think he played it picture perfect. You need to make aggressive switches, farm with energy, and I think that's going to be your success to this team. Anyways, I'm gonna leave you there. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see everyone in